Okay, people, so we got some spoilers for Dragon Ball Super Chapter 67. You already know we had those preliminary draft pages that we talked about a couple days ago, where it was just mainly like celebrations and things of that nature. And then we even had that trailer for the upcoming Granola the Survivor arc. So we've had a couple of different things, but now we got more pages. And to be honest with you, I'm not sure how I feel about this, these spoilers that we got, because again, this is more stuff besides what we already had of the aftermath of the Moro arc and the Moro battle with everybody celebrating. We won. This goes into a bit of the new stuff, the new villain Granola seemingly, and let's talk about him, right? Because we got the character design reveal outside of the trailer that we got, I believe it was yesterday, where we just kind of seen the side of him. We got a full-on display of what he looks like, and he has like a eye patch, but it looks like a telescope, microscope, some shit like that over his eye. I mean, honestly, his character design looks like it's straight out of Dragon Ball Heroes, so I'm a little underwhelmed by the character design they came up with for him. I'm not sure if he's going to be the big baddie of it all. Again, the arc is supposed to be called Granola the Survivor, but based on his character design alone, which a lot of people were speculating, well, maybe he's a Saiyan, maybe he's a survivor, you know, his name is a pun, kind of goes along, you know, Granola with like Kakarot and Vegeta, so maybe he's a survivor of the Saiyans. But again, from what I'm feeling, and even seeing his design now, the white hair and everything, I'm thinking more and more, and the fact that they just revealed Super Baby is going to be in Dragon Ball FighterZ, which is very coincidental of them dropping Baby, and then at the same time us getting this Granola the Survivor thingy-majig in this arc of Dragon Ball Super, that maybe he's like a remnant of the Tuffles, or maybe, who knows, here's an interesting idea, he was a half-breed of Tuffle and Saiyan, and he's just one of the survivors of that whole bunch, and that's why he kind of looks like a Tuffle, or looks like Baby at the very least, but at the same time, he could also be a Saiyan. That would be a very interesting twist, and also at the same time, people love them some Saiyans, so that would work. But again, we see his design and whatnot, and then based off some of the pages that we got one page where he's like marching in, and it seems as though like he's invading somewhere, and they say, "Sir, we're under attack, release the OG soldiers, all of them," which is interesting because like I thought that he had some involvement with that OG 73 surviving head that was in like the canyon, and it looked like something went inside of OG 73, but again, things is really bizarre. Until we get the full-on chapter, I'm not really exactly understanding everything, because then we see him invading. He says that it's him, that guy in the middle, that's OG 73, and you see OG 73 reviving inside of one of those tanks, and then like a bunch of clones, which kind of gave me a little bit of like Metal Cooler vibes. So again, like it's very, very bizarre what they're doing here. Like alone, Granola, his design is like, okay, he's kind of alright-ish, and I mean, them making OG 73 like a big deal, like I wasn't really all that fond of him with the Moro stuff to begin with. Like I was more hype, of course, about the main villain Moro than I was OG 73. He used his powers, okay, and he did have some kind of hacks powers to begin with, OG 73, but again, like the way they're building him up into this next arc, it's like, yo, his boss just took the L, so why am I going to be hype about him when he, you know what I'm saying? But I guess we gotta just wait and see what they do with things, and it's very early on to judge and say this is trash, but I'm just very confused, and I have a lot of questions already. Again, with these spoilers, when we get the full chapter, things might change, my opinions might change. I hold the right to reserve, change the opinion if things, you know, more information comes out that gives me a better understanding of what's going on right now. So what we got so far with Granola the Survivor, again, he's like invading this base of OG 73 clones and stuff like that, and then we also seen the head of OG 73 in the canyon, so it's kind of like, what's going on here exactly? I'm not really sure. We also got a page that I found interesting, and I'm kind of confused about as well. Again, more questions of, we see Beerus, Whis, and Zeno, and they're like at the palace, you know, the Grand Priest is there as well, and something that Whis says, and again, maybe this translation might be off, and if it is, my bad. Again, we'll get the full chapter, or we'll clarify what happens moving forward, but from what I read on this page, it says, Zeno is like on Beerus' back, making him run. He's like, run faster. He says, yes, sir. The Grand Priest says, with Zeno-sama's attendance on vacation, you guys are very helpful. So it seems as though they're making them like just be like playthings for Zeno while the attendants are on vacation, which those guys going on vacation, I would love just like, even if it's just a page or a panel of seeing them like on a beach somewhere, like they look like robots or alien robots, but okay. Beerus says it's all Goku's fault because of him. Beerus broke the rules, and Beerus says, what is Goku doing now? And Whis says this, that has me, again, maybe this is a mistranslation, maybe somebody's just lying, or what is going on, because that's going to diminish any consequence that we got from the Moro arc with what we says. He says, oh my, he's at the Galactic Patrol headquarters having a party with Miras and the others. And Beerus says, what? And that's my reaction. What do you mean, what? Like, with Miras is dead. Miras is supposed to be dead. That's a consequence of the Moro arc. And it wasn't like Miras was like, oh my god, you know, a heartbreaking thing or anything like that. It was kind of like he was wedged in, a little sentimental stuff with the Goku thing, but nothing that's gonna tear me down or make me everlasting about Miras. So, like, already killing him was like, hey, at least there was a consequence and, you know, casualty of the battle against Moro, but it's not the biggest thing in the world. You reviving him and having that he's having a fiesta, which again, we could be lying. There could be something else that I'm not exactly sure of regarding this chapter. It just kind of diminishes, like, wow, so the one guy, and there's no consequence of the angels breaking rules because he did break a rule, getting involved in the fight. What is going on here? What happened? So a lot of questions, and I'm gonna leave it with that, with more of like, hey, I need explanations before I can form a full-on opinion whether I'm like yay or nay. So far from what we got though, Granola, it's like, okay, interesting design, reminds me of very reminiscent of like Dragon Ball Hero stuff that I've seen. We got again OG 73 clones. What the hell is going on? That's my biggest question, and like I'm not sure how to feel about any of this, but we gotta wait and see. Curious what you guys think. Anybody that has logical explanations about all the questions I have, please feel free to drop some comments on what the hell is Whis talking about that Goku was partying it up when Miras. Isn't Miras supposed to be dead? Also, this whole thing with OG 73 that he was in the canyon almost dead there, then all of a sudden he's in a tank being revived, and it seems as though this guy Granola is invading the base, but I thought it was Granola that saved OG, unless Granola is hunting down whatever it was that went into OG 73's body to begin with. And who is it that is healing up OG 73? I don't think it was him himself. So again, if you have any answers to a lot of these questions, because I'm just right now kind of like puzzled as to what? And do you think that potentially Granola is a remnant survivor of the Tuffles? Think baby or the Saiyans? Maybe we got another Saiyan on our hands. And what is going on? That's the biggest freaking thing. What the hell is happening here with this Granola the survivor? And I'm saying that, I want to repeat it for the last time, I'm not saying that with like casting judgment of, oh my god, this is horrible. It's more so genuinely, what is going on? Seriously, like, what is this? And yeah, the overall thoughts and predictions for when we get the full-on chapter, Dragon Ball Super 67. At the very least, I'll say they're doing a good job of making a lot of suspense right now. Hopefully, a lot of it pays off, because as of right now, I'm just scratching my head like, Nani sore? But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit that bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links are in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day, and remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life, boy. Have an awesome day, peace in, and Granola the survivor hunting down OG 73. What is going on? Hopefully we find out soon. It's nights like this and time